sure about that?
All right, welcome back, everybody, to another episode. Like we said, guys, we are one of our biggest missions here at the Truth Media Podcast is to get you more content. So for sure, let's first get into it. All right, my name is Q Fusion Reacts, and this is my co-host.
Double A Hef was good, y'all.
All right. So, guys, as I mentioned, we're one of our biggest things was making sure that we do many episodes as we can throughout the week, so that way you guys see more of us, see more of our handsome faces, and some more of our misogynistic takes. I play. Just kidding. We just got we just saw somebody actually shouted me out in the comment section within our page about. Was it me? No, I thought that was definitely me. That was in our. That was in my messages. We just got a message in the message thing. We were just talking about it. Yeah, where we put down women. So if that is the case, guys, when we get into this episode today, right, if you don't have some sense of base or you don't have some grasp on reality, you may take it as being putting down on women. But I, for one, will look at it as simply the truth may hurt, right? But in this case, right, we're here at the Truth Media Podcast. We like to think that the truth will set you free, right? And at the end of the day, it's all about decisions, right? It's all about the path that one takes. So I wanted to get into a conversation. I think we've talked about, heathenry, right? Hedonism. We've talked about how, the sort of hookup culture has sort of how it's shaped the dating life. And so I believe there was this post that I came across where it looks like this husband is sort of declaring his love public for his wife, and sort of, brushing over the fact that, hey, look, she may have a past. She may have a past, right? She may have done some heathen like things in her past, but hey, look, she's my wife now. And that's all that matters to me. So I want to get into this post. I want to go through it, right? And then I kind of want to have a conversation with my co-host to talk about this post, right? Where it maybe stemmed from, and also, what it means from a holistic standpoint with regards to the landscape of the social atmosphere. All right. And guys, so yes, if you enjoy our content, you enjoy the fact that the shit that we're putting down, please don't hesitate to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We definitely enjoy the conversation, all right, with our audience. Double Hip, is there anything before I get going?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, cool. So we have Rod Bonner. I'm not sure if he's the one that's actually posting this or if he's just sharing it from somebody else. But Rod Bonner states, let's make it bigger for our people. My wife is my wife. Her past is hers. If you've ever slept with her, or you know people who have slept with her, that's your problem. Every woman has a past she surely regrets. And every good human being makes mistakes. But that doesn't prevent her from being an ideal woman for another man. I have chopped her before means nothing to us. It won't stop us from marrying. She's a class of her own. There's a queen in her. You saw only sex. We saw future, keeping it 100. Brothers, let's take the time to make them happy, to value, and to get others to respect our women instead of taking the time to listen to criticisms of our women while encouraging hypocrites to denigrate our women. That'd be us. So past is past. Yesterday can never come again. It was a lesson. It was a process that helps remolded our lives. I think that's what he meant, remolded our lives for the now and later. Or maybe remodeled. Yeah. Remodeled our lives for the now and later. We'll never be kids again. We're growing each day. Don't be tired of learning as long as life keeps teaching.
Okay, thank you for reading that. Yeah, that was a lot. So we're gonna start at the top,
Yeah, I think
all
this
at the
might be.
top.
Is this the
Let's get
couple?
let's get the picture. Yeah, please
I
take
don't
a
know if
picture.
that's necessarily them or just maybe because the.
Uh,
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
because we're about
Yo.
no, no, no. Anyway, yeah, okay. So we're gonna start. Let's just break it down line by line. Um, before we even get into it, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Participate in this. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Whether you agree, disagree, you think we're saying some bullshit. Let us know. So my wife is my wife. Yes, that is correct.
Mhm.
If you choose to take a woman's hand in marriage, that is your damn wife. And
Mhm.
the assumption is that all that comes with that, right? Or at least it should be. Her past
Mhm.
is her past. Look, I'll tell you guys this. I'm married. I've been married what shit? Almost 3 years. Time flies. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've been married almost 3 years, and we live in a day and age where people, it's not how it's supposed to be. Let's just get to that. It's not how
Mhm.
it's supposed to be. All right, where a woman's supposed to lose her virginity on her wedding night, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to, the father's supposed to give his daughter to basically the guy that he chose or that the family chose for
Mhm.
reasons outside of just like love and compatibility, but also like longevity for the family and all that other stuff, right? So we're a far cry from that being the case. 99.9% of these women out here have a quote unquote past. Now, doesn't mean that they're all freaking hoes. No, but they all have a quote unquote past. That some guy could be like,
Mhm.
I'm not cool with that. Like, there's always going to be a girl, basically, is what I'm saying, where a guy's going to be like, where a guy could not be cool with what she has done.
Right.
All right. So now that we have brought this up to speed, like, it's the normal. Now it's like different levels of it. Like, okay, was she fucking the whole football team? You know what I'm
Oh.
saying?
Oh my.
Or was she fucking the whole football team and the basketball team?
Oh.
Or you know what I'm saying? There's levels to it. So
Mhm.
so if it's my wife, if you chose her, yes, you damn right that is your wife, and she gave her your life. You better honor that and all that stuff. And she's supposed to honor you. When she's doing her part, you need to do your part. All right, brother. So don't
Mhm.
get out there getting married, and then you're like, oh well, you know what? Well, I'm gonna shit on her because then you fucked up. And I'm not
Mhm.
here to freaking champion for these hoes, but like if you marry a hoe, nigga, that's on you, not the hoe.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. So her past is her past, brothers. I see it oftentimes in relationships. People ask questions that they really don't want answers to.
Mhm.
Don't ask questions that you don't want answers to. If you really like a girl, and you know that if you ask certain questions, depending on how she answers them, unless they're questions that need to be asked, then you
Right.
know what? Ignorance is bliss.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Ignorance is bliss. If you've ever slept with her, or you know people who have slept with her, that's your problem. Well, all right, I don't agree with that. It's not their problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, they slept with the bitch. I don't think it's anyone's problem unless she was fucking carrying something.
It's Women's History Month, man. We gotta talk about these queens and the
I
more,
mean,
you know what I'm saying? Look, this is why people are coming in the message site talking about we're putting down women, man. We gotta be we gotta treat them, you know what I'm saying? Aaron, Women's History Month. I mean double A Hep, Women's
I
History
don't
Month, man.
care if a woman comes up to me and says, "Oh, you're putting in," because obviously you're biased. And I don't care if a quote unquote man comes to me and says you're putting down woman because obviously you're gay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
Oh yo. Yo.
no, no,
Yo,
no,
this guy is crazy. Yo. This guy
no,
is crazy.
no. I'm
Yeah, we're
joking,
out
man.
of here, man.
But,
Yeah.
but
Oh, that's
obviously,
over for us.
obviously,
Yeah.
you're on simp level
Oh man.
1,000, and
Yeah, man.
like, because if you're listening to what I'm saying, you wouldn't come at me or at us with that
Mm-hmm.
vitriol. Like, oh, you're putting women down. No, I'm not. If anything, I put men down every time I open my mouth,
Lord Jesus,
and
I wish
not
I had my
men,
soundboard.
quote unquote men, because these niggas ain't
Mm-hmm.
men. All right, these
Mm-hmm.
niggas is not men.
Males.
That's why we have this channel. Basically, that was literally like the genesis of this shit. Because too many niggas is out here running around doing a whole bunch of bullshit that's giving us a bad name, and
Mm-hmm.
under the name of being a man. So no,
Mm-hmm.
we have to draw those distinctions. So no, every time I open my mouth, whether it's on this mic or any other mic, yo, it is fucking these niggas. They getting it, bro. So and that's another thing about consistency. Be consistent. Say shit.
Mm-hmm.
You put down women and you put down men too. At least say that. If you said that shit, I'm like, all right, hey, fuck it, I'll take it. I don't
Yeah, yeah.
totally agree with it, but okay, I'll take it. Men, these niggas is getting it. Y'all bitches, y'all getting it easy.
Oh,
I
the
don't
bitch.
spend that much time fucking, going in on y'all. What for?
For
I
this
like to
month.
go to the root cause. Root cause analysis says get to the problem. If you have a leak, right? You don't go to the basement of your house to fucking fix the leak that's coming from above. You go to the roof, right? You don't go. You don't start in the basement and say, "Oh, it's on the first floor," and you go to the first floor. Oh, it's coming from above. Oh, no, go to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's how my brain works. You feel me?
Yeah, what I'm gonna say is to
Self
talk on
control.
the oh yo oh my god, man. Yo, this over us, man. Like, I'm trying here. I'm trying to give us a new
I
look at
know. That's why
2023.
I'm trying to
Yo,
cut
this
you
guy's
out.
crazy. Yeah, this guy's crazy, man. No, but seriously, I mean, if we're gonna be breaking this down, I mean, this just comes off like massive cope to me. Um, this whole soliloquy that this guy goes on, uh, because at the end of the day, right? You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, right? You chose, right? Because we all know that when it comes to relationships, men, are the ones that are gatekeeping this. So if you chose, right, based upon your decisions to wed, a woman that may have a past, that's cool. Like, that is on you, right? But to come on here, right, and to then, to sort of castigate men who say that women who make it very clear, right? Because your wife probably, she may have maybe had a past, but she understood that, hey, if I keep showcasing said past, it's probably not going to get me the ring that I want in the future, right? From the man that I actually love, admire, and respect. So instead of you taking it from that viewpoint, you're telling men, based upon the conversation piece I'm seeing here, you're telling men that quote unquote denigrate women, right? When I look at it simply as we're holding people accountable for their actions, right? If I was to come on here and to continually say that, okay, I'm good with, not having a job, I'm good with being broke, I'm good with doing all this, and then I don't make the money that I said want to make, well, then whose fault is that?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I have consequences to my actions. If a girl is telling me that she's been, if she openly is telling me, right, it's just to my face, right, she's showcasing, she's turning the phone over on dates, she's wearing scantily clad outfits on a consistent basis, regardless of how, regardless of my the things that I'm saying ahead of time, right? If she's not respecting any of my boundaries, right, but then she's, going into that, and I simply say, hey, you want to be my girl? Well, guess what? If she then goes and disrespects my boundaries 5 years from now, 2 years from now, I can't be surprised that she's disrespecting my boundaries. She has showcased, okay, a level she showcased a level of habits that has going to then let me know, hey, look, maybe in a couple of days she's not going to, respect me, respect the things that I'm asking for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to come up with this long-winded response, right? To, I guess, the guys that are like me and my co-host that simply say, "Hey, getting with somebody who is a known harlot
Mm-hmm.
or a known heathen probably isn't your best bet," right?
Mm-hmm.
Based upon what we know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, from statistics and things of that nature, right? The more partners that a woman has, that makes it very less likely for her to be able to pair bond and to be able to have relationships of meaningful value down the line, right? Just by the nature of the actions that she's taking on a consistent basis.
Mm-hmm.
So since we know this, so for us to be able to come on here and then just to tell guys, hey man, it's whatever. Just throw all that to the wind and just do what you want, man. Do what you want. Live your life, right? Be this guy. You know what I'm saying? Don't care about her past. It's
Let's
like
get back.
us.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
yeah.
No, continue. No, continue.
No,
Continue.
go ahead. No, we can so
I
yeah, no,
want to
so
continue chopping this down line by line. That's all.
okay, got you. Let me make sure I'm good on that. So yeah, so that's why I'm just like to start off, the energy of this post is just it just comes off like extreme cope. Right? It's
Yeah.
like the guy that comes online that says, "Oh, well, women don't deserve me because I'm too good for them." Blase, blase, blah.
You know what I
You're,
don't
you're
like?
coping. You're coping, bro. You're coping. You're coping because women don't want you, and now you're trying to tell yourself that you're better than them.
Basically,
You're coping, bro.
open, simping, bitch
Yeah.
made, whatever you want to call it.
Oh my
Um,
god.
but I'll say this: something I really don't like is that when people are like redundant. Like
Right.
for instance, if you're gonna come out and say like you're so like cool with it, you don't got to say nothing because you're cool with it. And
Exactly.
and this is one of the things that I talk about with the LGBTQ community is like, hey, if you are what you say you are, be in that. The fuck you need me to fuck you? The fuck you gotta involve me in this shit for? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like if you all that, then do that. And be the best you can be at that. Doesn't matter if I agree with it or not. You should use me not agreeing with you as fuel for you to be the best at that. That's how I look at it.
Mm.
But hey, you know what?
Ba-ba-ba.
Peter
Mm.
Griffin. No, I'm joking about it. A copyright claim right there. All right, so every woman has a past she surely regrets. Well, I doubt
Absolutely.
that. I doubt that. Every woman has a past she
No,
surely
no.
regrets. I doubt
Yeah.
that. Not,
Yeah,
not, not
no, no.
yeah. There's some woman coming out here actually growing up in the church. You know what I'm saying? And with the scriptures and
With the shame.
yeah, exactly.
The
Shame's a good thing.
shame.
Shame's
Yeah,
a good thing
absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
is necessary. Yo, I just watched a movie 2 days ago on Netflix. Netflix has been picking it up with their movie selections lately. It
Oh.
was a movie called No Man's Kingdom or something like that with Idris Elba, and it's they're in Africa. I forget what country, but it's a war torn country. Idris Elba
Mm-hmm.
is not the main character, but he's like the semi main character. It follows a young boy
No man's
whose
kingdom.
family gets like basically spoiler alert, his family gets like torn apart, and then he goes like in the jungle. He's trying to survive. Then he gets recruited by this militia of like young men, young boys,
Mm-hmm.
run by Idris Elba. And Idris Elba actually, it's not some like crazy ass random militia. It's an actual militia as a arm of that nation's like counter
Ooh,
to
I think I know what you're talking about.
so
Mm-hmm.
the movie was great, and I totally recommend it before it comes down. I think it's coming down soon. I think it's No Man's Kingdom. Again, it has Idris Elba in it. It's like a 2 hour long movie, but it was phenomenal. Phenomenal. I forgot why I brought that part up, but anyway,
Good.
obviously, women, not all women regrets the things that they've done. You know what I'm saying? Some women are actually brought up properly. Now that might just be 0.001% of women, but we gotta give a toast to those women. It is Women's History Month, so shout out to those women.
There it is. Dun-dun-dun. Yo. Woohoo! That's what I'm talking
Hey,
about. Hey, hey now.
misogyny. Yeah, no,
Yo.
I'm joking. Yo, I'm joking. You know what's funny?
Yo.
Me doing that and totally in jest. We just know that people are gonna take that and just crop
Oh,
it
they're
up,
gonna clip the shit out of
chop it
that.
up.
They're gonna clip the shit out of that, man. They're gonna clip the shit. Yeah, it's gonna
Yo,
be so quick too. Like, we're not even gonna like before you know it, your job is gonna see it and be like, hey, we got this clip of you, okay? Where you're sing songing, you're
misogyny.
sing songing misogyny, okay, as if to say that it's something to be heralded. Can you explain this? Yeah, go watch the whole video. All
Yeah,
right, it was
yeah,
in
right,
it was
yeah.
in jest, man. It was
Yeah.
fucking in jest, bro.
Canceled. So,
Yeah, that's it for
but,
us.
but that doesn't prevent her from being an
Oh,
ideal
Beasts of
woman.
No Nation. Beasts of No Nation.
Peace and no nation. There we go. How you
Yeah.
find it? How the fuck you do that?
I just did a search.
My
This
man,
is all quick.
yo, check it out tomorrow. if you're free. We can have a watch party. No, I'm joking. Actually,
Yeah,
we could do watch parties. But anyway,
we
that's
could.
down the line. But that doesn't prevent her from being an ideal woman for another man. Yes, that
Right.
is true. That is true to a degree. Because some look, women are in two different categories. You have wife material women, and you have concubines. It's one or the other. Period. Some wife material women never get married.
Mm.
Some concubines, actually, a lot of times concubines get married. Just because you're a concubine doesn't mean that you can't get married. You won't.
Right.
I'm not saying
If
that.
you're
I'm
if
just
you yeah
saying
yeah
there's just two different cuts of this cloth.
right.
So yeah, it doesn't prevent her from being quote unquote ideal for another
Mm-hmm.
man because depending on that man, a concubine might be what he needs because he wasn't going to be with a wife material woman because he was not going to be able to hold up his end of the bargain. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So yes, all that's subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what are your thoughts on that little piece that we just wrote down?
No, I mean, I guess if we're tackling this piece right here, I mean, as you said, I mean, it's not the guy again. It's coming from a place of cope, right? So automatically, he's gonna throw around these like over, not even over generalize. He's gonna throw around these blanket statements, right? That have no credence, right? So because to say that every woman has a past that she surely regrets automatically stains that I mean, just by the sentence alone, that's saying 100%. And I mean, even you gave a minuscule percent. I'm gonna if we're talking about maybe in America, yeah, that number because obviously that's where people are dating. I guess the ones that I guess we're talking about us. Well, you're married, but I mean, essentially, that is like I would say that. I mean, what are you? You're not really saying much, okay? Like what you saying that every human makes mistakes. What is that doing, right? So just because humans make mistakes, then that means that you can't be disqualified, right,
Exactly.
from having a marriage. Like there are men every day that are hoping and wishing that they could marry the woman of their dreams, but they just simply don't qualify. And that's okay. Okay? Because sometimes those qualifications that that woman may want may be something that is not even going to give you the happiness or the satisfaction in life that you actually need.
Exactly.
Right? So that's a lot of, that's why, but at the same token to say that just because a person has made mistakes, if I'm a law firm, right? I'm a prestigious law firm, and I have two candidates. One person who was fucking around in college, right? They got a sketchy past, right? They're sketchy criminal history, right? They're not really, they weren't really on their P's and Q's. Their GPA is extremely low, right? They got in trouble for some education, some fraudulent activity with regards to their assignments and things like that. And then I have another candidate, not even a picture perfect candidate, but a candidate that had a 3.5 GPA. They stayed out of trouble. They kept their head under about them. They focused on their craft, right? And then they got some good internships, right? Because they wanted to learn how to be the best possible candidate that they could be, right? So they stayed amongst people with value. And then I see those two candidates. Who am I going to pick? I'm obviously going to take the person that is the one that's more suitable for my prestigious law firm, the one that showed consistency, that showed valor, that showed an understanding of their worth, right? And understood that, hey, the means justify the ends. If I'm going to go look for this prestigious law firm, I can't be doing the fuckery. So, and a lot of these things that we're talking about, guys, like, and this is why my co-host is saying, like, concubines get married, wife materials don't get married, because a concubine, if they're able to showcase, if they're able to, if they're smart enough, intelligent enough to understand that, hey, maybe me going around talking about hot girl summers is not going to get me the man that I so desire. Maybe I should just sort of lead back on some of that nonsense and sort of talk more so about wholesome things like the church, like the good word, like maybe just having a conversation that goes more so as belongs to some twerking and how to be an F ninja free, then yeah, maybe that concubine can actually latch herself on to somebody of value, who
Mhm.
will in turn, because he's a man of value and has leadership qualities, will be able to direct her on a path of fulfillment. But it can't be the other way around. So for this guy to talk about how, so we should just, everybody makes mistakes, so we should just accept everybody. That's not a
Hell
healthy
no.
formula to win.
Yeah, no, hell no.
So that would be my take on
Hell
that
no. If
that
that's
part
the
of
case, fucking
that.
murders and serial killers could be like, nah,
Yo.
make mistakes.
So
Oh,
then we should just
I'm,
accept. Oh, you raped 40 people.
yeah,
Oh
exactly.
well, you
That
made
was a mistake.
mistakes. Oh, but that's extreme. That's extreme. Well, your statement.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Is
Well, if we're even talking about women, oh she has 30 domestic violence cases against her past partners.
right.
Well, we got she made mistakes. She
She,
made
she she
mistakes.
killed her first husband. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
she made a
saying? Like,
mistake.
yeah,
He
like,
didn't beat her. He didn't beat her. He didn't do anything to her. He didn't talk bad to her. She just, was really stressing out, and she decided to shoot him square dab in the head at night.
most things that get coined as mistakes aren't mistakes.
Right.
Very few things happen by mistake. Like, for
Mm-hmm.
instance, other day I went to Aldi. I'm shopping for. I went there for one damn thing. I wound up coming out with a whole box full of
Dead.
shit. And I was walking down the frozen section, and I saw my son loves French fries. Right? I was looking at French fries, and I was like, maybe he won't like the Aldi ones. But then I saw they had like these fish sticks.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, like I know he don't eat the chicken nuggets. Let me get the fish sticks, maybe just to put different shit in front of him. I'm saying, like, see what he likes. You never know. And if he don't like it, I'll eat the shits, whatever. So I pick up the fish sticks, among other things, and I leave. I come home, and then my wife is putting her stuff away, and she's like, "Oh, like you got fish fillets." I'm like, "Fish fillets? No, I got fish sticks for for my son, for our son." And she showed me the box. I'm like, "What the fuck? No. I don't know how the hell I grabbed that box. Like, that's a mistake." In my mind, I grabbed the fish sticks. I was thinking fish sticks all the way,
Mm-hmm.
and I grabbed the wrong box and bought the wrong box and all that shit. Whatever. That's a mistake. When you sleep with a nigga that you've been fucking like talking to all your girlfriends about for a week or all night, that's not a mistake. You can't look back at that and say, "Shit, well, you know what? That wasn't a good decision. That was a mistake." No, that just was a poor decision. You see the difference there? That's a poor decision. It's not a mistake. A mistake is me literally mistakenly grabbing the wrong box of fucking fish. I wanted the fish sticks. I grabbed the fish fillets. All right? My son isn't going to pick up a breaded fish fillet and start eating it. He's more likely to pick up a thin ass fish, eat it like a damn French fry. That's a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
sucking a DJ's dick at a nightclub isn't a mistake.
My God. Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Nazareth.
Yo, I'm being dead serious. Walking into
I
a frat
see.
house, into a room that I'm in, and then I'm saying, and then getting me to come back
Yo.
to your dorm room.
Oh my God.
That's not a mistake.
Oh,
It's just not a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Now you might call that a poor decision. I call it a great night.
Oh my God. Yo.
And I'm dropping names in the description box.
Yo.
I ain't doing that.
Yo.
I ain't doing that.
All right.
I don't even know her name.
Oh man, where have the fathers gone? Yeah. Yo. Oh my God, dude. Yeah. Yo, you know what? This makes me think about, like, because I watch. I don't know. I mean, you might not know this about me, but I watch a lot of these these mindless dating shows, right? That they have on Netflix and all these other things, right? But I don't watch them. I mean, obviously, I the little bit of drama that they bring. Okay, it's a little entertaining, but for the most part, I think since we've gotten into this space over like 3 years now, almost, coming up on May, which is insane to think about. I look at everything now from a lens of like, you know what? This shit, it's probably not going to last. It's probably not going to work out, right? He's from England. She's from fucking LA. 2 worlds apart. They're trying to make it look like it's going to work. But there's aspects of why those individuals get together and little remnants of the little actions that they do throughout the course of that dynamic that you look at and you go, damn, you know what? It doesn't matter who you are, right? You could be the prettiest person, you could be the ugliest person, right? There's just certain social cues that occur within all of our interactions every day that help us understand, like, hey, you know what? This person's for instance, I'll give you an instance. I've watched the show. It's called Too Hot to Handle Germany. In this show, right? Not spoiler alert. One of the couples is a tall brunette, beautiful looking woman. She's with a tall Chad. But the girl comes in. They all these people are coming in. The show's whole premise is that they fake them out. They're coming in for hedonism. Oh, they're gonna have sex, drugs, alcohol, party, all sorts of stuff. All to be told that it's basically an abstinence camp, and they're basically gonna start working on themselves and why they're so vapid in their relationships. Right? They do all of these little they do these little seminars. They do these little coaching things on the beach, so that way they get to learn more about why they act the way that they act. Right? And this girl comes in, right? They do their little, headshot. There's things where they're like, yeah, I just love having a good time. It doesn't matter if it's a man or it's a woman, blah, blah, blah. But then as you see, right, she's like, I'm not really a commitment type girl. But as you see her transformation, she's with this 6'4" Chad, right, who basically has interest in another girl. You start to see that shell, that aura, the armor that she was putting on to say that, oh, I'm not a commitment girl, like it's not really for me. She starts to run away from that and is latching on to this Chad, right, and showcasing I'm a one man kind of girl, even telling him that this guy, that if another guy comes into the villa, I'm not really even phased by it. I want to be with you. So what does that go to tell you guys? It goes to tell you that, I'm sorry, and then sorry, to finish off, what happens later on is that she gets in the shower, butt ass naked, and one of the guys that comes in, that they brought on the island to basically stir things up, he also gets in with another guy. They're in this like communal shower, all butt naked. And the guy the Chad, sees this and he's like, yo, what the fuck? And one of the guys tells him the next day, he's like, and it was so profound. These guys are young. And he tells him, this is why you need a good circle of guys in your circle. He tells him, hey, look, man, you got to nip this in the bud now. Because if you let this shit go, and then all of a sudden you get to the island, she's just going to think, well, I mean, hey, he let this go this time. So he's going to let something else go. And then he's going to let this go. Oh, I had a threesome in the park. Oh, I got ran through with the basketball team. Oh, but I love you though. So it's all going to snowball. So I think that's kind of interesting to why I brought up that show, because when you're looking at the telltale signs, they're there. But a lot of the times we get so lost in the aura and the want for love that we just say, you know what, fuck the signs, fuck the mistakes, fuck the things that she's telling me about herself. I'm just gonna go ahead and accept her anyway. So it's dangerous, man. This type of rhetoric is dangerous, to be telling men to just take caution and throw it to the wind and just accept the person just because they're a person,
Yeah,
right? No
no,
other
fuck
walk of
that.
life does that.
Yeah, no, it's normally I wouldn't even speak on it, but it's happening all the time, all
Mm-hmm.
the time. It's happening right now. There's brothers out there, and not just like quote unquote like brothers. There's dudes out there that
Yep.
are falling into this where it's like, oh well, like we just did a video on the red pill dude. I forget his name, like 2 weeks
Ah,
ago,
yes,
and this
yes,
guy
yes,
was
yes.
literally like 30 something years old, simping heavy on some like Hall of Fame level status
Yo,
for a 19-year
Jesus,
old drug addict with a baby.
Jesus.
So like brothers, like you don't just because someone and this could you know go applies to not just women, females. It applies to males too. Just because someone you know comes into your life, they have to stay in your life. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? If if you open your window and a leaf blows in, do you just leave the shit there? No, you don't. The leaf doesn't belong in your house. You remove the leaf from your house. You open the window because you want it cool breeze.
Mm.
You wanted fresh new thoughts. All right, you didn't want garbage to come in. But if you don't have a screen, and you should be your own screen. If you're not screening the shit that you allow into your life, you're gonna let a whole garbage come in. And if you're not cleaning
Mm.
up your life, you're gonna have a whole bunch of garbage in your life. So, you know, the onus is always going to be on you. And again, this is why I laugh at these bitches when they're like, oh, misogynist,
Oh,
misogynist. Like, first of all, y'all not you got y'all women, whatever females, whatever you want to call, right? Y'all don't even make up 20% of what the fuck I talk about. All right, if you really listen to what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm not even talking to y'all.
mm-hmm.
So I could care less what the fuck you think about what the hell I got
Oh,
to say.
oh my God,
But no, you know what's funny though? Because then it'll also be them asking me questions like, "Oh, what do you think I should do about this? Do you think you
bro,
talking to this guy?
bro.
Well, what do you think?"
Bro, if I had a fucking yo, I'm thank you for saying that because do you know what's insane to me is that I'll get, you know, I'll get what's it called, memes sent to me in my inbox, right, from girls that are like, oh, well, what do you think about this? Or was this crazy? Was this? What do you think about this thought? And then anytime, right, it's just it's insane to me, right, that anytime I throw a point out there, when they take a step back and say, yeah, you know what? Uh, that actually makes sense. Even though we're not even talking to them, right? Our advice or our admonishment is mostly at men. The girls that are will always champion that. They will always anytime we lambast men or anytime we tell men, yo, you guys are ain't shit. Why are you guys, you're out here telling girls they ain't shit and you don't even have a path or a
Job.
progress or a fucking thing to say your own, right? But you're out here, telling women about themselves. Anytime we do that. Oh wow, yeah, I love your content. Your content is just so I love the way you guys have so much passion and all that. But then when we use that same passion to talk about the fuckery that they know that their friends commit, because we're not even talking about you directly. A woman that has been a heathen, that has gotten married, that probably shouldn't have gotten married, but
Yeah,
because you're just hanging on this idea that everybody deserves love, but that she's every time you guys go on trips, she's doing fuck shit.
yeah,
A girl like that. You may not associate with her, but to act like those women don't exist and that they're not causing hellacious problems for men who are good men, who are the same men that you guys say, damn, like, he was good, but then, who hurt you? Now he's no longer a quote unquote good man. So you blame us for trying to get those men to not make that mistake of fucking with a girl that's not you. Because we're not even talking to you. We're
mm-hmm.
talking about the heathens that you yourself say that you have no association with.
Mm-hmm.
That is what is always so perplexing to me about the. I mean, it's not perplexing. We know why it happens, right? It's the want to be right, the hive behavior, right? It's kind of like as soon as you say woman, it's almost like they're screening. Like I was talking about coding logic for YouTube when they pick up. Oh, we've been playing a video for a minute. You say woman, and automatically it's associated with misogyny,
Mm-hmm.
right? Anything you say after, if it's not in a positive light, it's automatically misogyny. And that to me is just such lazy thinking. Because if you actually took a step back, I mean, even this conversation that we're having, if you don't associate with those women that have a terrible past, right? We're talking about when we say terrible past, we mean you were getting ran through by 40 dudes, getting ran through by basketball teams, right? Doing siphons of gobble gobble snobble. If you're not one of these women that we're talking about, why does this trigger you guys so much? Why do you have this incessant need to want to save everybody? I mean, even if you're a Christian, not everybody can be saved. So how come you can't take that into your natural everyday life and then utilize that sort of logic? Well, because we know a lot of you guys aren't thinking on logic. Sadly, a lot of you guys are coming into our comment sections. You're coming into our chat boxes, and you're throwing around these baseless emotional cues. Oh, you guys, you put down women. How? How
I always say that in the comments.
do
When
those
people
women?
say,
Sorry, I just want to say this last one. Do those women represent you? And if not, why the hell do you
no.
guys keep protecting them?
If the
And
shoe
that's
fits,
it,
don't wear it. You know what I'm saying? But I say this before and I said it again because we get a lot of crap in the comments, a lot of trash in the comments, and
bro.
I have so much more respect for the person that comments like the craziest shit and they're calling me this and that and the third, but they're tying it to points of the video. Now I
Right.
don't have to agree with what they're saying, but the
Uh-huh.
fact that they're tying it to points in the video tells me that they took the time to watch the video to break it down. Like the dude Kai, he watched the video. Now
Right.
he's wrong on his breakdown,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to get to it in the video. I don't know if I will because, to be honest, he's just not that important to me. And what he said is just if anyone wants to do basic level research, it could be debunked what the fuck he's saying. So, but again, I appreciate that way more
Mm-hmm.
than the comments from randos, whether it be men, women, or even the people that I know saying, "Oh well, that was pretty misogynistic." What about that was pretty?
Oh, and the way you said it,
Yeah.
was just had
So
miso. I could, yeah,
there's
I
another
could
one.
go on, bro.
I can't remember. There's another one that I get probably more than misogynistic. Is insensitive.
Oh,
Yes, I get that
mm-hmm.
one. Oh my god. Well, tell me, like, tag it. If you're gonna say it, if it was so damn misogynistic, if it was
Mm-hmm.
so damn insensitive, if it was so damn whatever the fuck fill in the blank, you should be able to say when you said XYZ, that was misogynistic. Again, I could disagree with you, but I would have more respect for you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But you don't think that was misogynistic? What part, motherfucker? Like, damn, you know how much content we put out. You commented on some shit I did a year ago, saying, oh man, you're bootlicking over this. Over what? What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Bro.
Come on, man. Stand on your shit. Don't be like a Killer Mike. There's a bunch of sorry DJs. Not you, Envy. You know
Not
what I'm
talking about you. Not talking about you.
saying?
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god,
He said
bro.
Chump. Oh, not you though. This nigga said chump with all the
Bro.
fervor of the dirty South. He channeled his inner bone crusher. He
Yeah,
said,
I'm done.
"I'm outside of the club. Niggas think
Yeah,
I'm a chump."
yo. And I'm
That nigga
talking about you.
Envy's eyes was like, hmm?
Yeah, that light
I
skin
wish
man
you had
was
the
like,
soundboard. It was like, hmm?
yeah. So, excuse me? The record scratch. He's a DJ. The record scratch like, screw? Yeah. Chump. Oh no. Oh no, you didn't. No, but yeah, it's like it's the words like that, the insensitive, it's not even that. Okay, it's not even the when you say we're something's misogynistic. Okay, what did I say was misogynistic? But then whenever I ask that, it's okay. It's okay. I'm even just the fact I'm having a conversation with you. You're in my DMs, right? We're having a conversation, and we're like you're liking my posts from the past. I'm liking your shit that you're posting. If I was such a misogynist, why would I even be it? So okay, so right there, the definition is dispelled. But because it's a trigger word and because it's a word that they know is automatically gonna incur some type of emotion, right? They just throw it out there. Oh no, it sounded misogynistic. What the fuck is sounded? Because I was passionate. Because I know people that have been fucked over by some of the talking points that we're talking about. Oh, so now we can't be. But then when a person that, and this is me giving my anecdote, when somebody is Puerto Rican or Latina talking to me and they're yelling the whole time throughout the conversation, am I going to say that you're a misandrist because you're yelling and you're talking loudly? I had to tell you to chill out because you're talking, you're talking too loud. Like you're here, I'm here. Like, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you're a misandrist and you hate men simply because you're loud and you're passionate. That makes no sense. There's no correlation. So when we come on here and we're not even yelling, simply because we use our words to have a conversation, right? Even this soliloquy that we're breaking down, it's not, again, if you don't subscribe, then let it go by. If it's not about you, and even if it is about you, don't come on here into your best benefit because your future man is probably watching. They're looking. They're going to be like, yo, whoa, hold up now. No pun intended. They're going to be like, hey, now, that's what you really think? And I can't tell you guys how so many of y'all will talk to us any which way in our comment, not understanding that how you present yourself, because we're going to be all right. My co-host is married. I'm not sitting here, like hoping for a relationship. Like I don't have to sit here and go into incel mode, right? Because it's not as though I'm sitting here, women are this, women are this. But if I had that attitude, there's a lot of y'all that wouldn't even have a conversation with me, yo.
Yeah.
But the fact that you guys ask me questions the fact, hold up now. Oh, my man, my black men don't cheat. So the whole reason that you guys are even able to go back and forth with me and give me the grace to say, okay, well, you're probably not coming from a men going their own way perspective. But you can't. But you take 1 second that you popped in on our conversation and we said, "Hey, these hoes are fucking up or doing the fucking." Oh God, you're a misogynist.
Try to blanket.
Oh no!
All the 20. Wall.
I'm 31. They're looking. My 31 years of life. You've probably known me 11, 15 years. Oh, none of that. He said hoes are doing the fuckery. All that goes out the window. All the charities he helped me with, all the moving he helped me with, all the shit he did for me to make sure I was good, all the ways that he's treated females in my face, held doors open, made sure I held the door when they get the car, when they're getting out the car. Oh, but no. Hoes are doing the fuckery. All that out the window.
Exactly.
Like it's just insane to me. And so it doesn't even come back because then people could say that, oh, well, your actions have consequences. No, they don't. If you're reading the whole conversation in context, if you're one of those people that do the hot takes and just clip everything, then sure, yeah, you can use your actions have consequences. But if I'm doing my due diligence to make sure that my comments are said right and with a level of vigor that's respectful, and also I'm saying things that I mean and meaning what I say and not just shooting off the hip, then no, I'm good. I can sleep at night. But I don't know if a lot of y'all can with some of the nonsense that you guys come in our chat sections with.
Look, there's this saying, man, and I don't know where I heard it from, but I'm sure it's well known. And I love it because it's so simple, but it's so true. All right? And you probably heard it before. I'm sure most have. I'm going to say it for those who haven't.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be a hammer, everything you be a nail.
Oh.
So basically, if you choose an identity, like for instance, if you want to choose to be wokey woke, right? Wokey woke black. Then that racism is your nail.
Mm-hmm.
So if hammer, everything that you see is a nail. Wokey woke black, everything you see is racism. If you're looking for it, you will find it. Even in a relationship, if you're looking for infidelity in a relationship, I'm sure you may not only just find it, you will be the source of it. You may have been a person to push your partner to those acts.
Oh.
So again, if you're looking hard enough for something, you will find it. If you want to look for imperfections, you could look at the Mona Lisa and point out imperfection. But if you want to look at beauty, you can also look at it too. It's subjective. So it's also obviously it's subjective. It's a mindset. So how is your mind calibrated? That's why again I don't take these women. And I say that very liberally, these women commenting
Oh Jesus.
to me like I don't really care because it doesn't mean anything to me. I know they lack depth, they lack scope. Because if they didn't, they wouldn't have the need to comment the things that they say.
Mm. No, you know what? And and also to my last point on this, so that way, because we're running long in this video. Um, for me, last one for me is that that what my co-host said is just so profound because if you listen to that, right, it's not we're not sitting here saying that we only accept the women that agree with us as that those are the ones that have intellectual thought. I think so many times in this space, right, where men, are reacting and commenting on the world around us, right, and we're commenting on the fuckery that we see, right, and providing the truth that people are just kind of tiptoeing around. When women who also subscribe to this, they make their comments in our comment section and they agree all the time. People are like, oh well, you only see those people as having intellect. No, no, because as my co-host mentioned, that the person that could be woman or man, the person that comes into our comment section and discusses and brings, that provides a level of discourse to the conversation based upon our talking points and addresses our talking points in particular, we will respect that way more than the ones that my co-host is talking about. The ones that come in with the salacious, over sensationalized comments, sensationalized. Excuse me, I don't know why that word is so hard for me to provide. The sensationalized comments, right? That have no basis in reality because they're most times they're not even where we were even going with the conversation to begin with. If you actually watch the whole convo, so we don't just go with the bandwagon, right? Go with the girls that or the men that just agree with us on everything. No, we love having the combos of people who are coming from a place of genuine thought provoking provocation, I should say, right? Where they're trying to learn. Because also too, I learn. I do not know everything. I can speak for myself. I don't know everything. There are maybe perspectives that I may have missed throughout the course of my soliloquy. So iron sharpens iron, but you're damn sure not going to sharpen my iron with some bullshit wood.
Hey,
No homo, no fairy. Oh Jesus. Oh god damn. Anywho, you're not gonna sharpen my my iron with some bullshit conduit. That's all I'll say. Okay, and I'll keep it at that. So that's the main crux of this. I mean, guys, when we're looking at this soliloquy at its face value, again, this is cope, guys. As my co-host mentioned, you don't need to come in here with some long, unrequited, set piece of take her for all. Guys, if this is your lane, if you want to save a heathen, do that shit. But don't come in here and piss in the air and call it rain.
exactly.
We're here at the Truth
Exactly.
Media Podcast. We will not stand for it, and we will call out the nonsense where it persists.
And I'll close with this because you just brought me right to this spot, and this is going to be a great closing point. And again, I'm married. And I'm gonna be using my wife as an example here. I'm sure she
Mm-hmm.
won't get mad about it, and if she does, you know, we can have that discussion. So the other day, we were driving on the parkway coming home, and then she just throws out there, mind you, we have two kids. My newest baby is going to be 2 months. What the fuck is today?
The
Not
March
tomorrow, the day
2nd.
after. Yeah.
Oh, it's almost March
March 3rd,
2nd.
she'll be 2 months. Yep. So she'll be 2 months. So we're driving back, and my wife's like, um, basically alluding to like, oh, I can't shake this weight because I had a C-section. And we're driving. I'm driving.
Mm-hmm.
Driving. And she says that. So I turn the music down. And I said, look, like this doesn't need to turn into an argument, but I just gotta make this clear here. I don't buy that. Women have been having children from the dawn of time. I don't want to hear since you had two kids and the last one was a C-section that Like, oh, it's a hard chick to wait. I don't want to hear that. That's an excuse that if I allow you to establish will definitely be used.
Mm.
So I said, I'd rather you just say, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to work out. I don't want to, whatever. I don't have what it takes to do it, because I could go on my phone and show you tons of mothers, 4, 5, 6 kids, all
With
C-sections,
postpartum and all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
all natural births, triplets,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. She ballooned. She gained 200 pounds, and I don't want to hear that. So, and again, it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't to be, And I told my wife, I'm not trying to, come at you crazy, but as your husband, I need to draw these lines, because it's not just for you, it's for us. Because if I allow you to start drawing lines, then you'll allow our children to start drawing lines, and we're not going to do that. It's one thing to say, hey, you know what? I just don't think I'm going to be able to do that, or I don't want to. Again, just be up with it. I don't want to lose it. Then we can have that conversation. But to try to, like, build that fucking excuse for later on, like, oh yeah, well, remember I was saying, no, I don't buy that. And again, that's my wife. I love her. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. But that doesn't mean I got to swallow bullshit from her.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't give a fuck if you just had your second child. So now you gotta fucking be 300 pounds. I say my wife is 300 pounds, but no, we don't have to just take that and just turn into, like, we're gonna just fucking let loose and have no
Mm-hmm.
goddamn discipline. And
There it is.
no. We
Mm-hmm.
still, have this order, and the order starts with me, and that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping the order. You see how that works, y'all? Now, was that an easy conversation to have? For me, yeah. Is it an easy conversation for most dudes to have? Probably not. Why not? Because again, I'm always the same. I'm consistent. So when I do these things, it doesn't come off like, oh my god, I'm not talking to you. No, it's more or less like, he caught me. I probably shouldn't have said that shit, because I should have known this.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
nigga was gonna fucking do that.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known, because he's always
Mm-hmm.
on guard, as you should be, as a husband, as a father, or as a man trying to build something. You should always be on guard, whether it's with your friends, your quote unquote friends, the women in your life, or your significant other, even with your family members. Always be on guard. And there's no disrespect. No, and that's why I can say it so freely here, because I know that she's not gonna have a problem with it. Because again, I set the table. I set the table as a man. You set the table. You set the table. You dictate the pace. A lot of these dudes out here, they don't want to set the table. They want a woman to set the table and dictate the pace,
Mm.
and that's how they wind up all fucked up, all topsy turvy, and lost, and then falling in love, being heartbroken, and now they fucking homicidal maniacs, or
Mm-hmm.
suicidal maniacs, or both. A lot of these niggas do both. I'll kill
Yeah.
you. I'll kill myself. I'll kill you. Like, okay,
I'm
all right,
taking everybody out.
exactly,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So it's sad, but yeah, I just want to end with that. Anecdotal. Hey, that's a true story. If you know my wife, you can ask her. That should happen. Actually, it happened the night I last saw you in person, bro. The
Uh,
day I last saw you in person, that's the day we had that conversation. I was like, wait a
mm.
second. She said, I was like, turn the music down.
Mm.
So no, we don't do
Mm.
excuses.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
In this family, we don't do excuses. You can just say, I don't want to do it. Don't try to give me an excuse. Don't try to piss in the sky and tell me it's rain.
Hmm. Yeah, man. I mean, that comes down to this whole point of this conversation, guys. Thank you for that. I think our viewers need a lot more, not a lot more, but they need that, right? They need to understand that it's, when we talk about these things, we're not just talking about it out our ass, right? We are not perfect, but we are instilling these different values in our lives on a daily basis, right? Because at the end of the day, what is most attractive to most women is consistency, right? Consistency and having boundaries. And
Yes,
if you can't withhold and understand how to uphold your boundaries, then she's just going to walk all over them, and in turn, her attraction level for you will dissipate, and she will go look for a man who has boundaries,
exactly.
right? So So yeah, so that's why this combo again, to end it, it's just it's a moot combo. It's one of those kind of like this is not the guy, man. He's not that guy. And
Not at
if
all.
and all kudos to him if he has a beautifully lovely marriage, just go do that.
Yeah, yeah. Be
Just
happy.
go
You don't gotta
go do
fucking
that.
tell us.
Go do that. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
if you go like you marry like if you marry a crack addict, who spent their life doing drugs all their life, and they cleaned up and all that, you know, go do that. Like that's you. You found it. You did well. But don't come to the rest of us and say, "Hey, I did it, so you can too."
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah,
y'all can do that.
yeah. No, I'm good on that one.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. All right, I think I'll pass.
I said
All
I'm
right, guys,
good.
I'll pass. So, guys, thank you again for another lovely episode with your boys here at the Truth Media Podcast. This was definitely one for the ages. We were able to get a lot of vent, to get a lot of shit off our chest, because there's a lot of y'all that are in our comment section that while we do love the engagement, we love talking to y'all still need to come a lot better. Pause.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, y'all need to come a lot better with the retorts, because a lot of the times a lot of y'all just sound like you're going blah, 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 and you're just saying a whole lot of nothing. Word salad.
Word salad. Hey,
Word
knock on wood,
salad.
you owe me a code.
Yeah, man.
Knock on
All
wood,
right.
you owe me a fucking Coca-Cola, bitch.
No, never. So yeah, so yeah, guys. So if you guys want to hear more of conversations like this, where me and my co-host chop it up, and do shit that we probably would have done over a game of Fortnite or whatever game we were playing anyway, come over to the Truth Media Podcast. Right, we enjoy doing this shit. We do it for you live, where we have our live reactions, our live commentary on the fuckery that exists around us, and we break it down and give you the truth as we see fit, and most people ascribe to.
Agree.
Okay, all right. So, guys, we're gonna probably change the time. I know we say I know it's on our YouTube that it says 8 o'clock. I know most times we have been clearing towards 8:30. My co-host has things he has to cover before he gets in. So we'll push back the 8 p.m. to around that 8:39, 9 p.m. Eastern time frame, so that way we can get you guys relatively on time. So just bear with us, because again, guys, we are leading that normal everyday lives just like everybody else. Okay, so just bear with us. We do it live, and we look forward to doing another episode for you, another banger for you live next week.
Banger.
All right, so talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Shadow on the truck.